Live from CBS4, this is your News Now.
Now at noon, no bond for parents following the search for a missing child. The information we've learned about the investigation into two parents. And the rain couldn't stop the celebration in Carmel. The parade has just wrapped up, and we're talking with the mayor. Live next as Carmel Fest kicks off. We begin now at noon with the heavy rain that is putting a damper on this July 4th. Good afternoon, I'm Cameron Riddle in for Melissa Crash, who we'll hear from in just a moment. She is at Carmel Fest. The rain, though, is looking, that's the view from the North Split, and the radar not looking good across downtown Indianapolis. CBS4's Krista McEnany joins us now with a look at the forecast that is ruining some plans.
Yeah, it is at least to start the day. It's certainly not the way we want to be spending our 4th with that rain around, and you're right, the radar is out there, and that's what we would say over downtown Indianapolis with those showers that are still coming down pretty heavily over Victory Field. We do have a game there tonight. If you have tickets to that game, keep your plans because we are going to salvage a good part of this 4th as rain is now starting to ease in many locations. It's going to take a while before we completely dry out, but we are getting into some more dry space, especially on the western side of the state. But we do still have some pretty heavy showers out there in some spots, especially in points east of Marion County, closer to Connorsville, over Fairview, where we still have some thunderstorm activity out over Cambridge City. Some very heavy showers at this time. Just to the east of Marion County, we're tracking some pretty heavy showers and a few thunderstorms in parts of Shelby and Hancock County. We will continue to wind these showers down as we head on into the afternoon. We are going to get some dry time, but we are going to keep rain chances around with us really a good part of the day. But the most important part of the day, fireworks time tonight. What will things be looking at? Well, scattered showers become much more widely scattered as we head late into the afternoon. By the evening, we will be looking much better as we head towards that fireworks time at 10 o'clock. I think most of us, if not all of us, will be looking dry. We are still dealing with very humid conditions and more rain chances getting into the rest of the weekend as well. More details on that here in a few minutes. Cameron?
All right, Krista, the rain has already canceled some plans in certain cities across the area throughout the morning. That includes the parade down in Bloomington and in Martinsville. And we've just learned that Rushville has decided to postpone its fireworks show until July 13th. There may be more throughout the day. We'll let you know as we hear about other cancellations. Well, one city that did not cancel was Carmel. As our live camera shows right now, there is plenty of rain that is on the ground and still coming down from today's parade, which has just wrapped up. That's where we find our CBS4 anchors, Melissa Crash and Chelsea Helms, who are live with an update from Carmel Fest. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hey, Cameron. Yes, well, it did, in fact, rain on our parade, but it did not damper the spirits here in Carmel. I am so impressed. Hundreds, if not even more than that, were lining the streets here in Carmel waiting for the parade. It went off at 10:30.
You know, I was told that this was an event that you would not want to miss, and people were absolutely right in telling me that. Yes. I was nervous when the rain started coming down that a lot of people would have to, pull out because we saw some floats that weren't able to make it today due to electronics and different technical issues. But the fact that so many people not only showed up but showed out. Hey, how's it going? We're right at the end of the parade route, so we're still seeing a lot of floats coming by. But I was just so impressed to see so many people come out. And to speak a little bit more about that, we have Mayor Sue Finkum. What does it mean to you to see so many people who braved the rain showed up on the side of the street today to watch your parade?
In one word, it's pride, right? It's community pride. This is an incredible festival that volunteers put on every year. And yeah, to see hundreds and thousands really of people along the parade route is incredible. And we didn't have the big rain like we thought, so that's in itself a blessing.
We've got the fire truck behind us, so it might be a little loud, but Mayor, tell us a little bit about what this means for you, your first Carmel Fest as mayor. But you've been in the parade before, but having this role in it, what does it mean to you?
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. It's such an honor to represent this community anyway, and then having it on the day where we're celebrating America's birthday, we're celebrating Carmel. It's incredible, so it's great.
That's wonderful.
Carmel Fest doesn't end with the parade today, Mayor. What else can we expect?
Yeah, we have a whole nother day left for festival, so great food, great performances with live music, lots of people just enjoying each other and their companionship and neighbors, and fireworks at the end of the day.
we're going to get those fireworks in. That's for sure.
Melissa, I have to ask because this is my first Carmel Fest. Is there a certain food item I need to go and check out?
I like the kebabs. I'm partial to those, but it's all good. Fair food, you know. We don't have calories today in any food. It's something special we do.
Yeah, Chelsea, you can't go wrong.
No,
you cannot go wrong. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate
and have
you
a
being
great
here.
rest of your
Thank you.
Carmel Fest. And you guys, we've had so much fun out here. And let me
Yes,
tell
we
you,
have.
I have been showing the entire crowd this cutout of Krista. She's been here at the parade with us in spirit. A lot of people, Krista, I'm going to have to tell you, we're just hoping that you would have brought the sunshine. So I told them to blame you. So I apologize for that.
I am still working on that sunshine.
Oof.
I'm just kidding. But anywho, it's been so much fun here at Carmel Fest. And we're going to go enjoy the time in rain.
You ready for some food?
Let's go.
All right. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
she was supposed to be our good luck charm earlier, and it did not work out. Thank you, ladies. Meanwhile, the rain is expected to clear out just in time for the big celebrations tonight for the downtown 4th Fest. It starts with a street party, and it'll lead to a massive fireworks show. CBS 4's Kit Hanley spent the morning in downtown Indianapolis and got a peek at tonight's main event.
Happy 4th of July to you. Take a look at where we are. We are here on top of the building where all of the firework magic will happen downtown Indy tonight. But before that, there are a lot of fun festivities. The 4th Fest is in store for its second year here downtown, and I'm joined here with Max Wing with Downtown Indy Inc. Max, what can people expect tonight?
Man, well, we're going to have a great event tonight. We're going to have a street festival starting about 6 p.m. that'll have live music, food trucks, a kid zone, plenty of space to watch the fireworks, and that show will launch from the 500 North Meridian building just after 10 o'clock.
And we know that you guys had the first year of this festival last year. It was very well attended. How many people are you expecting tonight?
Well, we had 23,000 attendees last year, which is exceeded our expectations, so we're excited to continue building upon that. So we're expecting tens of thousands to come out, engage with live music, food trucks. Your optimal viewing areas are going to be the Indiana War Memorial grounds as well as American Legion Mall to watch the big show tonight. So yeah, great free community event.
Now, we know the skies. If we can pan up to the skies here, they're not looking great right now, but we are still optimistic. What will happen if you guys do have to postpone the fireworks show?
Yeah, we're watching the weather very closely, working with our partners. In the event that we do need to alert the public, those announcements will be made on our social media pages as well as our website, so that's downtownindy.org. But we remain very optimistic, and we're proceeding as planned for now.
Well, Max, thank you so much. We're all looking forward to it. Now, IMPD says that a few roads will be blocked off, so you'll definitely want to plan ahead for that parking because, like Max said, they're expecting over 23,000 people tonight, and we hope you're one of them. For now, reporting on the rooftop, Kit Hanley, CBS 4 News.
All right, Kit, thank you. A former Indianapolis Colt and his wife remain in jail today more than 24 hours after officials raided a Logansport compound where the two lived. CBS 4 was the only station there during those raids. As CBS 4's Charles Benberry explains, police were looking for the couple's 14-year-old son, who officials believed was in danger.
Yesterday, the judge denied bond to former Indianapolis Colt Daniel Muir and his wife Kristen during an initial hearing inside the Cass County Courthouse. Judge Stephen Kidd says both are a flight risk. Inside the courtroom, Daniel Muir was visibly upset by the decision, shaking his head multiple times, audibly sharing his frustration with attorneys. Daniel was charged with domestic battery and obstruction of justice. Kristen is also charged with obstruction of justice as well. Defense attorneys say Kristen is a nursing mother and asked the judge for any possibility of any GPS monitoring from the court. Judge Stephen Kidd says his decision to deny bond has been based on the couple's, quote, failure to comply with anything over the past 2 weeks. Daniel Muir's defense attorney did briefly speak to us on camera, telling us he is shocked by the judge's decision to deny bond.
The Muir family, they've been improperly targeted, and they're not guilty of any abuse or illegal activity. They're entitled to their day in court and due process.
Muir's defense attorney would not go any further into the case and would not explain why the Muirs have not cooperated with police throughout their investigation. A probable cause affidavit we received Wednesday afternoon explains how police tried to contact the family multiple times. Those court records detail a police interview with Kristen and Daniel, who showed police videos of their son appearing in an unknown location, saying things such as, "My father did not punch me in the eye." According to court docs, DCS inspected the family's home that same day and told a DCS investigator that his parents had hurt him on a few different occasions. Records also show law enforcement have investigated other claims of abuse regarding other children under the Muir's care. A hearing over the Muir's bond and a no contact order with their son has been set for July 16th. In studio, I'm Charles Benberry, CBS 4 News.
Property records show that the compound was raided is owned by a group called the Servant Leaders Foundation. The more than 100-acre compound is made up of several parcels that Daniel Muir and his former Indianapolis teammate Robert Mathis paid for in 2020. Last November, the land transferred to the Servant Leaders Foundation. We couldn't find any registered business or nonprofit with that name. The foundation has some connections to Straightway Ministries, a Tennessee-based religious group. The group is led by Pastor Charles Dow, who spoke out against the raid and threatened to get revenge.
The blowback from a false allegation probably ain't going to be too good, especially when you have the backing of the ministry behind you. Because see, right now, all this seems to be at the forefront, and everybody seems to be pointing fingers and laughing and jeering and all those stuff. But you better believe the Straightway is not going to be taking any of this lying down. We coming. You better believe we coming.
State police says the investigation of its focus, that is, was on that endangered child and not on the religious group. CBS4 will continue to follow the developments on this story. You can read about our continuing coverage on CBS4Indy.com. The federal government is offering a reward of money after a deadly shooting in 2022. 3 men were shot and killed, and the case is still open on the north side. In May of 2022, 15-year-old Cable Reidenbach, 25-year-old Lyndon Walker, and 31-year-old Anthony Moorman were found shot in a vehicle. There is now a reward for up to $10,000 for information that leads to the arrest of the people involved. CBS4 previously profiled one of those victims as part of our Mystery Indy Unsolved reports. Reidenbach was 15 years old and a student at Franklin Central High School. His family told CBS4's Russ McQuaid that their son was a long way from home and had no reason to be there.
We know that he was one of 3 people that were killed. The details surrounding that, we don't know all the details surrounding that. We wish we did. We have 1,000 questions, and we have very few answers.
You can watch our story on this unsolved murder online at CBS4Indy.com. Just search for Indy Unsolved at the top of our homepage. Next at noon, a restaurant reopens after a violent night. The new safety precautions the owners are taking. Then, keeping you safe on the roads and waterways. The extra patrols you'll see this holiday weekend.
And we're still rather wet out there right now. Scattered showers and storms still in the area, but I am tracking an improving forecast as we head later on into the afternoon and when we get into some more drying time ahead.
Now at noon, a Northwest Side restaurant is back open after multiple people were stabbed in the parking lot 2 weeks ago. The owner of Miami's Gardens says the place used to be a hit, full at capacity on weekends. But that was before June 17th, when several people were stabbed in an incident in the parking lot. The owner says they've switched to a new security company with more thorough pat-downs, parking lot patrols, and armed guards, but still, people are not coming back to the restaurant.
We've put all our effort and energy, in fact money, go extra miles to make things better, especially when it comes to security, making sure they're safe.
27-year-old Estonville Filmzagar was among the 9 people injured and now faces attempted murder and aggravated battery charges. IMPD had not arrested anyone else at this point, and they told us there aren't any updates on that case right now. Well, at 12:16, the CBS4 Weather Authority is tracking a day of rain as we take this live look over downtown Indianapolis. That is where people will be gathering tonight for the 4th Fest. And Krista, it's looking like the show will go on, but it will be wet.
Well, you know what? It is certainly wet out there right now, but later on into the evening hours, things will be looking much better. Still, certainly we'll be seeing some wet ground conditions, so keep that in mind as you are setting out your blankets for those fireworks shows later on tonight. But things will be improving the later we get on in the day. But for any of your festivities out there now, we have some troopers out there in Carmel Fest, not letting the rain get them down, and we still have some showers that are ongoing, but people still enjoying those festivities. The rain at this time is more heavily concentrated off on the eastern half of the state, where we still have some thunderstorm activity too. Some pretty heavy downpours over Richmond at this time, near Cambridge City as well, and out along I-70 on the far eastern part of the state. A little bit closer to Indianapolis, still some rain, but it is much lighter. Looking at some heavier showers on the eastern edge of Hancock County, down into Shelby County, Rush County as well at this time. But the western side of the state seeing more drying conditions. Still pretty cloudy out there, and even the western side of the state, you're not done with the rain. It's just going to become much less numerous from here as we head on into the afternoon. I'd still call it some widely scattered showers by the late afternoon, but areas especially south wouldn't rule out breaking out into some sunshine as we get late into the day too. But here we are at 5 o'clock, so not a completely dry forecast, but much better than what we've been dealing with as we started off the holiday. Some widely scattered showers, I think mainly on the lighter side as we get late into the afternoon, as opposed to that heavy rainfall that many of us saw early on in the day. And then here we are at 8 o'clock. I think at this point, things are really winding down. We're taking future view here to 10 o'clock, and I think most, if not all of us, are dry. We could still have a couple of isolated showers, but for fireworks time tonight, the forecast is in really good shape. So if you're hoping to get out to some of those festivities here in central Indiana, keep those plans. Things are looking pretty good. Just prepare for that chance for, again, that slim chance that we might have a shower around at 10 o'clock, but that should not ruin any of your plans for this evening. We're at 73 degrees at this time with ongoing rain in Indianapolis, 74 in Bloomington. It is very humid out there. These dew point temperatures in the 70s are more typical of a tropical atmosphere. So yes, a very tropical feel out there for our Independence Day. If you're hoping to grill a little later into the afternoon, again, things looking better. Temperatures upper 70s and lower 80s. That UV forecast for today, lower with that cloud cover and rain. So sunburn will occur within about 45-50 minutes without any protection on your skin. Now, as we head on into the late evening hours and we're setting up for those fireworks, 10 o'clock, temperatures in the mid 70s, and then tomorrow another rain chance, but it's even less. A few spotty showers around from the morning on into the afternoon, then drying conditions on into the evening. I think we will get some sunshine back late in the day tomorrow. We get up to 84 degrees tomorrow, and then less humid as we head into the weekend, and it's looking spectacular. A high of 80 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday. We are dry both days over the weekend. 87 on Monday with rain returning late. Our next best chance of rain beyond today, that comes next Tuesday. Cameron?
All right, Krista. Law enforcement agencies across the state will be watching for impaired drivers this holiday weekend. The annual Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign focuses on stopping drivers who are impaired, speeding, or following too closely. Authorities remind everyone to plan ahead if they are drinking over the holiday weekend.
We certainly ask that you don't drive impaired. If you do drink, find somewhere to stay or let somebody else drive. There's going to be a lot of traveling around the 4th of July holiday. A lot of cookouts, like I said.
Law enforcement agents in Indiana are joining with others across the country to keep people safe on the water over the holiday weekend. In Indiana, Operation Dry Water starts today and runs through the 6th. The overall message is safety, which includes making sure you have enough flotation devices and safety equipment.
Make sure you're paying attention to jet skis. They make sudden movements, and you never know what they're going to do, so keep a safe distance.
Boat operators must be 15 or older and have passed a boater education course. The BMV will give you an ID card showing you passed. Marine law enforcement says they will be patrolling the waterways and issuing citations for those who are impaired and operating boats under the influence. Next at noon, getting ready for the Brickyard, the special celebration surrounding this year's summer race. Downtown Indianapolis is already advertising the next big event on the horizon. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway president, Doug Bowles, helped install the first of many signs yesterday for the upcoming Brickyard 400. The first sign is located on Washington Street near the State House. It recognizes the 30th anniversary of the NASCAR race, which is being celebrated this year.
When NASCAR came here in 1994, it was really the first time anything had been here other than the Indy 500 in almost the entire history of the Indy 500 and the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
More signs will be installed downtown between now and the race. Brickyard weekend is July 20th and 21st with a return to the classic oval at IMS. Krista, it rained for the Indy 500.
Yeah,
it
right.
rained for
Snow
for All-Star Weekend.
But we got everything
We got it in.
Right.
Now 4th of July.
4th of July.
Here we go again.
You know, as Melissa said, it rained on the parade, but we're still making things happen today, and the forecast is getting better. We have reached our peak rainfall for the day as far as how many of us are going to be seeing rain at any single time. Things are winding down, but still rather wet out there. You can see most of the rain on the eastern half of the state. From this point, we turn more widely scattered by the late afternoon, and I think by fireworks time tonight, most if not all of us will be dry, still very humid, and some spotty rain chances tomorrow.
All right, Krista, happy 4th of July to you.
Happy 4th of July.
And to you. We're back with more news at 5. For now, have a great day.